All right, it's Wednesday, January 8th, just following up on the SPY. I am still holding put options through this messy open here. I bought it aggressively here on the first bar on the 1 minute chart. It did move down and took out this target. This is such a key area here between kind of these two, blue line targets, which is the midpoint of the week. If we go below there, we have an outside week developing to the downside, and then the first bar high and the open of the year, which is this yellow line. So it's a battle in this little zone here. But overall, I look at this, daily chart, and I don't see any reason, even if we come up a little bit, until we get through the midpoint of yesterday's bar. I'm not worried about, the upside yet. We could just be taking out liquidity as we pause in this key area. Like I said, we've come down on a weekly failure, two up. We're below the open of the week. We're right at the midpoint of the prior week, and there was like a buying tail down here. So if people, it's a lot of support that it kind of looks like, but if it could just break through that, all these people are going to be trapped, and that's going to maybe fuel the move lower. So just kind of pointing out that the signs are still to the downside. Obviously, on the weekly chart, we're red. And until this daily chart gives me a little more constructive look to it, which has to really get through the midpoint to have kind of a reversal look to it, a green bar that gets up through the midpoint of this, I'm just going to be biased to the downside for the rest of the week, and I'm going to live through some of this choppiness, especially at key areas that I identified. So let's see if this ultimately kind of still holds here in the morning and then finally just breaks on through to the downside. There's still one more blue line target. There's the pre-market lows, and then that can set kind of the the domino effect to start working a lot lower towards the weekly lows down here. So that's what I'm still looking at the moment, and I'm just going to allow this volatility to play out with a bias to break down. But it's obviously a key inflection area where anything could happen.